Hey, good morning, beautiful people. I hope that all is well with you and I wish you a great day. Listen, I'm so excited. I want to share something with you that I was reading. And yes, this is some spiritual motivation because, honey, there's so much going on in this world today. We need some kind of motivation. So I'm just going to give you some spiritual motivation today. And I was actually reading and I came across this in Jeremiah 1, verse 5. Excuse me for looking down, but it says, before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. And before you were born, I consecrated you and I appointed you. And when I started reading this, I got really excited. I knew this scripture, but I really started thinking about it more in depth because here's the thing. Some of us this year have walked into our purpose. I talked about purpose a few days ago. Some of us have walked into our purpose and it was totally out of character, out of anything that we would have thought of doing, and totally out of our comfort zone. And sometimes, you go through these shifts and these bumps and these turns in life, and it's like, am I ever going to really get to where I'm supposed to be? Am I ever really going to start doing the things I'm supposed to do? Well, when I read this in Jeremiah 1:5, I was so excited because God is saying, I knew before you were in your mother's womb, I already knew what you were going to become. So as we're taking these little twists and turns in life, and he allows us to get that life experience and get the job experience and to kind of put our hands in things that we think we want to do, or places we will work at places we think we're supposed to work at. But then some point in time, he taps us on the shoulder and he kind of pulls us back, and he's like, you know what, it's time. And he begins to open doors and put us in places that we thought we would never be in. He puts us in front of people who may not even know us, people who will have the power to elevate us much faster than the people that are already there, because God said, I already knew the plans. I already knew in 2019 that you would be a CEO. I already knew in 2019 that you would be starting your entrepreneurial business. I already knew these things about you. I was just giving you time to get yourself together. And now that I see that you've gotten yourself together, I'm going to move you and shift you into your purpose. That is so exciting to me because it's like once you get to a point where you really start getting yourself together and you get sick and tired of being sick and tired, and you decide, Lord, and we say this all the time, we're like, Lord, whatever it is that you have for me, just come on with it. Just show me where I'm supposed to go. And the moment that we begin to surrender is when he comes in. He comes in. I mean, with those big eagle wings, and he just comes in and he swoops us up and he starts putting us here and putting us there and just kind of taking us back and forth and moving us around and shifting us and molding us and making us and preparing us to walk into our purpose. So if you I'm talking to the people who have been going through some shifting and some moving and shaking this year, and you didn't understand it, but somehow you've landed in a place and you're like, oh my goodness, this is good. I can't believe I'm here. Just remember that God knew before you were born where you were going to be. He knew what you were going to become. And he knew in 2019 that you would be walking into your purpose. Now, one last thing before I go, and this is found in Psalms 139, where he says, and excuse my head again, he says, for you formed my inward parts. You knitted me together in my mother's womb. I praise you, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Wonderful are your works. My soul knows it very well. My frame was not hidden from you when I was being made in secret, intricately woven in the depths of the earth. Your eyes saw my unformed substance. In your book were written, every one of them, the days that were formed for me, when as yet there was none of them. At the time when God was was writing out what Charlene was going to become in 2019, I wasn't even born. I wasn't even, this was before I even got into my mother's womb. This is how great God is, and I'm so excited, as you can tell. I'm so excited to share this with you today because that's how much He loves us. And as you go through your purpose, everybody, I say it all the time, as you're walking through your purpose and as you're going through your journey, some of the things that you're walking into will be totally out of your comfort zone. Therefore, the people around you may start being naysayers and negative Nancy's and negative Neils. But you know what? You keep walking into your purpose, because once those doors begin to open, and I'm a firm believer that when things are going the right way, it's always a smooth transition. Everything runs smoothly. But if it's not for you, you're going to run into some bumps and some bruises and all kinds of stuff. But this scripture clearly says that before you were born, before I was born, He knew what we were going to become. And so I just want to share that with you today. I want to uplift you and inspire you, and I hope you get it. So whatever you're walking into 2019 or 2020, just remember, He already knew what you were going to become. So walk with it, run with it, hold your head up high, and just know that this particular thing was designed specifically for you, because no one will be able to carry it out like you can. Have a great and awesome day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Walk in your purpose.